Hey there, for those interested, we've got 11 people who have voted on a new feature to make a collapsible course outline widget. So we've started doing that for you. I just wanted to demo a quick bit of functionality and get some feedback before we go through QA and actually start to release the feature. So I created this really big course. Don't mind the nonsense going on here. This error message is from a failed thing that I didn't realize happened, but it has nothing to do with the new feature. So we see this really big course outline, and I know a lot of our users might actually have courses that are much bigger, but I got tired of creating new demo content, and I just wanted to build the feature. So this is what you're used to looking at. If we navigate over to our widgets, which I have loaded up here, we've got a lesson sidebar and a course sidebar. Right now we're looking at a course, and we have a new option here to make the outline collapsible. So if I select that and I save this and then reload our course, we now have a collapsible course outline. It's got these nice little carrots. You can open and close them. Now I just want to note a couple things. I've made some decisions here. One, the functionality of this is going to function differently whether we're on a course or a lesson. Now let me explain that real quick. We'll bump back over here and we will go to our see our lesson sidebar. We'll make our course outline on the lesson sidebar collapsible as well. So if we go over to, say, this lesson, we'll see that it looked exactly the same as when we were on our course. So let's go back to our course. The first section is opened. Same thing was on that lesson. Now if I open this one and let's say go to this lesson, this section is going to be open. So we have some logic going on here that the parent section of the lesson you are on will always be open when you're viewing a course. So that way when I, as a user or a student rather, come to this, this lesson, the outline will expand or automatically open the section that I'm currently working on. Now that's regardless of my progress through the course. So if there's restrictions, of course, we wouldn't get here. And there's a lot of kind of nuance there. So if we go to this one, you'll see the second section open. If I open up the fourth section starts as open. Now when we're on the course, this is always going to show us based on the user's progress. So this user is 0% through this course. I've just enrolled in it. And then I'll also, let me just open up a new browser too so we can see this functionality here. This user hasn't taken this course at all, so you can still toggle them open. But since the user has no progress, the first section we show open is this first section. So let's now just like rapid fire complete a couple of lessons. You'll see where the same bit of functionality still exists, where the with the cross out, and those obey everything from the various lifter LMS settings that could, do the strike throughs or show or disable the checkbox. So a couple things just happened as I went through there. So we'll see now I finished that and I moved into the next lesson. I'm on this as a lesson now in the second section. So that's the one that opened up. And if I go back to my course, that section is going to be open as well now because that's the next the next lesson that this user would want to start on when they navigated the course. So of course I'm making a couple of assumptions here about what the user actually wants to do. But it seems pretty logical to me. If we keep going through here and we hit continue again, we'll see again we're on that. As we go through, we're still on the second. We're still on the second. Now, I just want to illustrate real quick here. I'm on the third lesson of this second section. And if I go back to the course, I'm going to see that same thing in the outline here, where this second section is open because I'm still on this one. Mark complete again, and now we'll move on to the third section being open because I've completed everything in the second section. The other decision I've made here is that I'm not going to do any fancy animation with the outline. There's a couple reasons for that, but mainly I want to make it the most usable as possible across as many themes as possible. So you see right here, we're on 2016, I think. And we're not applying any real styles other than we're adding and removing a class, a CSS class, when users click here. So if any theme developers want to create some fancy animations, they can use CSS3 and just hook into our classes and change what those active and inactive classes look like. And you'll be able to create animations of your own. But for the purposes of this initial release, we're not going to do any animations. We're going to leave that up to the theme. So yeah, this is just a quick little preview of the feature. It's, in my opinion, almost ready to go, but we've got 11 people who have strongly expressed a desire on Trello to get this feature built. So we're going to send this over to you guys, and if you have any feedback on this before we release it, we'd love to hear it. Thanks so much.